welcome the Alab Pilipinas. At number 0, Paulo Hubalde. And at number 6, Ronaldo Kawaling. At number 8, Robbie Celis. And number 9, IG King. And number 17, Jen Snittel. And number 18, Mark Mendoza. Number 21, Hezi Acuna. And number 28, Hans Steele. And the starting lineup for the Alab Pilipinas. At number 1, Bobby Ray Parks Jr. Number 3, Lawrence Domingo. And number 7, Samson Carter. And number 11, Jerick Fortuna. And number 15, Anthony Gavieres. And of course, General Manager, Team Manager, Charlie D. And Head Coach, Ronald Kuan. And now introducing your very own Westports Malaysia Dragons. At number 0, Kwek Tian Yun. At number 1, Ma Chi Ken. At number 7, Chiao Ka Hao. At number 8, Chu Wei Hong. At number 10, Rizwan Rusli. At number 11, Wong Yi Hao. At number 27, Ting Chun Hong. And now for your starting lineup. At number 6, Skylar Spencer. And number 20, Lo Si Fai. And number 24, Josh Munson. And number 41, Ivan Yeo. And at number 55, Kiwi Gardner. And for your head coach, Chris Thomas. Assistant coach, Go Cheng Huad. Assistant coach, Adrian Wong. Team manager, Jakob Husseini Shogigan. Team doctor, Mr. Ranesh. Trainer, Cheong Yo Keen. And of course, our team coordinator, Hadi Kayum. Also, before we start the game, I would like to introduce our referees for today from Chinese Taipei, Chuang Chi-chun. From Singapore, Myo Kok Eng. From Indonesia, Wibowo Sejo Mukti. And of course, our commissioner from Malaysia, Wong Chun Min. Now I'd like to invite everyone to please stand for the playings of the Philippine and Malaysian national anthems.
Kailan The game about to start between the Westports Malaysia Dragons and Alab Pilipinas right here in the Jamin Mall in Cyberjaya. We're very lucky today to have a massive panel. Andre Reza, Alan Black, and Coach Ariel Van Guardia. So let's start, Dre. Dre, what's your thoughts about the game?
I think this is going to be an interesting test now. The Dragons are not on the best of morale right now. I think they're going to be able to bounce back right here. It's nice to be back home. Kiwi Gardner finally getting into the swing of things here as we see the starting lineups.
Let's have a look at the starting lineup right now. Skylar Spencer at 5, Ivan Yo at 4, Munzin at 3, Lo Shifai will be at 2, and Kiwi Gardner will play point guard. Bobby Ray Parks Jr., the captain, and then Lawrence Domingos, Samson Carter, Jeric Fortuna, and Anthony Gavieres. And don't forget, the Alab Pilipinas team will be playing without James Hughes because of passport issues. So it's going to be a very interesting game to all our fans in the Philippines watching on ABS-CBN. I just want to say in Tagalog, Magandang Hapon Pilipinas. That's my best Tagalog for today, and I'm learning all the time with great Filipino friends. Let's hope for a great game of basketball. Skylar Spencer and Samson Carter, the two bigs. And Dragons, get it? Here comes Kiwi Gardner. He is, well, he says he's fresh. Well, let's see, is he still adapting to Malaysian weather and culture? Gardner, 5, open, can he make the 3? Hits the iron, but Malaysia get the ball back. Munzin had 20 points against Alab in Bulacan 2 nights ago. Spencer, he's double teamed. Will be Dragons ball.
I think we'll see a lot of that today. They're doubling off the nearest guy, doubling Skylar Spencer. I don't think they can guard Skylar Spencer one-on-one without the other import.
Yeah, that's right. To echo Coach's statements, right? Skylar Spencer is going to get a lot of looks early on in this game to better get him involved, see whether they can get the zone to collapse.
It'll be very interesting to see when Alab plays zone, because the Dragons have struggled with that this season. Gardner, step back for the 2, in and out. Gavieres to Carter. What can they set up? Carter. 42. Ooh, lucky shot there. And Alab get the opening basket. Gardner calling for a set. Dragons look a bit nervous here, guys.
Yeah, they're trying to get involved, get the offense going. It's good to see early on. It's about filling each other out. Right now, it's going to be interesting to see whether they're going to go to Skylar Spencer more often down low. That will be something they have not done in the past. Might get them out of the regular flow of the offense.
Well, one thing I saw, Bobby Ray Parks Jr., whose birthday is today. Happy 24th birthday, sir. And I asked him before the game, what are you working on? He said he's working on his floaters. So just before the game, he was just working on his floaters. So maybe we'll see him attack the basket a lot more today. What do you think, Alan?
Well, I think that one of the things that they've done very well is go inside early. We want to make sure that Spencer catches it every time. But the Philippines, I love Carter on the way he's playing. He's really attacking.
Munzin. Triple teamed almost. 5. Gotta protect the ball. Ivan Yo, the smiling man. 5 for the baseline 2. And the Dragons are on the scoreboard. 2 apiece.
Very good ball movement that time. They better shot. They took a better shot that time.
The birthday boy misses that. Here comes Gardner. Gardner drives to the corner. Good defense here by Alab. Munzin sacks the basket. Good block there by the team captain of Alab, Bobby Ray.
Yeah, it's great defense there by Bobby Ray. Attacking the rim, though, the Dragons. This is going to be it's a very good start right now, I think, to see them attacking consistently into the teeth of defense.
2 apiece. Very even. Ivan Yo putting some pressure on Carter, playing good D. Parks. Gavieres. Fortuna for the deep 3. Dragons gonna communicate better in terms of who's going for the rebound. Munzin. Ivan Yo stuck in traffic. Again, Good pressure D. Munson for the 3. Hits the iron. Confidence, Dre, in terms of shots not going in.
Yeah, but the Dragons are getting good open looks. It's going to be very interesting whether they'll be able to get something going on the inside, though. A lot of long jump shots as Shifai goes to the rim, misses that fast break layup.
And Spencer right there just to clean it up a little bit. You can always rely on the big man. Not the quickest guy on the court, but you'd love to have him on your team.
Yeah, Skylar Spencer is definitely a long, rangy defender, able to crash the glass. He's second in the league with 14.7 rebounds per game. Definitely an asset on those boards.
4-2, the Dragons lead. But just 2 nights ago in the Philippines, it was usually an 8 to 10 point ball game that Alab usually had the lead. Fortuna open. Spencer with the rebound. Gardner, 1-on-1 with Fortuna, off balance, falls short. Can Alab capitalize and punish? Fortuna to Parks. Parks, there it is. Can't finish. Ivan Yo, Gardner, 5, open. Thought he would have gone for the shot there, Dre.
Yeah, he had an open look, moving the ball around, which is great to see as Munson drives to the cup, gets the contact, and will go to the line for 1.
That's a really good drive, Monson. I really like his game. He's very aggressive. He's all over the court, and he's a really good addition to this new Dragons team.
Now, Coach, you know a lot about this Alab team. They look a bit stale and cold at the moment. I think not warmed up yet.
Yes, I think they're missing the big fellow inside, and there's, not having him to start the game. They're struggling a little bit.
And don't forget, guys, player of the game, we are calling at the start of the 4th quarter. J.R. Kawaling was the player of the game 2 nights ago with 14 points. Turnover, here come the Dragons. Gardner with his speed, great pass. Ivan Yo, what a finish by the man who idolizes Dirk Nowitzki. Parks, tax, good defense by the Dragons. This is a great start, but we always know the Dragons to have a very good first quarter.
This is one thing that I noticed. The last 3 games, the Dragons been running a lot more, and that's, I think, it's getting them in the groove.
Carter works glass and in. Good move there, Alab. Just Ivan Yo couldn't finish, and in transition, Alab scored. Munson control the ball, drives, and 1. Joshua Munson. He is making a statement.
And I think he's much, much better on the move. I've spoken a little bit about this. I don't think he's a great catch and shooter. He's a good shooter on the move, but he's great going to the basket. So I think get him away from catch and shoot, and spotting up. He needs to be on the move.
Well, when Malaysia lost to the Truth in Taiwan, I said to Joshua Munson after the game during training, I said, man, attack the basket. When you attacked, you scored. So attack the basket.
Absolutely. He's so athletic and can finish close to the basket, but just that catch and shoot, he's just not quite getting that done at the moment.
Well, this is a great start for the home team, but can they hold on? Don't forget, Alab, a dark horse for the ABL Championship this season. A lot of these guys played in the 2013 San Miguel team that won the ABL Championship, coached by Leo Austria, a good friend of yours, Coach Ariel.
I'm coaching against Coach Leo right now.
Which team is he coaching for?
He's coaching for San Miguel.
San Miguel.
Still the same.
Domingo can't finish. Fake, kicks out. Kawaling, aye, captain. Yes!
Great defense by the Dragons, forcing that 24-second violation.
Yeah, you can see the coaches of Alab Pilipinas is saying that it touched the rim. Should have reset the shot clock. As far as we could tell, it did not.
No basket?
No basket.
Well, it looked, in real time, it looked clean, but that's real time for you. So basket does not count. That scoreboard does not lie. The Dragons lead 13 points to 4. The first time out of this game. Alan Black just heading over to the Alab bench to find out what's going on right there. That's right, Alan Black with us, courtside commentator. And courtside, just very much trying analysis, really. 4 minutes and 37 seconds left in this quarter. Dre, what's your thoughts so far? I mean, this looks like a little bit of Groundhog Day. Dragons starting strong, but I don't want to be a cynic, but sometimes, well, actually a lot of the time this season, they've let the other team back into this game by just being sloppy.
Yeah, and it's from a great start right now from the Dragons. A lot of run and gun, attacking the rim. This is what's key right now, not settling for those outside jump shots. Munson, no one can stay in front of him one-on-one. It's great to see him attacking that rim, but can they maintain this pace? Can they maintain this pace?
They started with great energy in this game. You know, they were just straight off the flight last night, but they started with great energy. I hope they can sustain it.
Alan, what did you hear on the Alab bench?
The coach was really concerned about being stagnant on offense. They're just standing around hoping that someone will score. You know, Parks Jr. is just trying to take his man straight off with everyone standing and watching. So he wants movement, particularly getting the ball to the elbow and then a lot more movement.
It's all about movement, but Gardner, he is the movement man. Kwek Ten Yuen, one of the veterans on this team. Spencer with the hook. Couldn't quite, but Dragons try to get the ball back. And it's going to be Alab ball. Good hustle there, though.
Yeah, good hustle and strong move by Spencer. A lot of contact. Should have gone straight up instead of ducking into his defender, I think.
Well, that was a good move. Good intent, but he had a bit more of a double team on him.
Yeah, that's right.
Kawaling. And don't forget J.R. Kawaling, the last 2 games that the Dragons have played Alab, both times he was given the award Air Asia Player of the Game. And I'd like to take this opportunity to send our warmest regards and condolences to J.R. Kawaling and his family. The last time he came here, the same day, he lost his older brother. And our thoughts and best wishes are with the Kawaling family. He's a good guy, J.R. Kawaling. Very nice guy. Went to Far Eastern University, where he did an education degree. Very calm, very collected fella. So to the game now, 12-4. Not much has changed. 3 minutes and 55 seconds left. Kwek to Gardner. And now Jens Nuttall, the backup point guard, on the court for Alab. Kwek open. Will he take the shot? Hesitant as always. Spencer. He almost got it. He's looking a lot more confident today, guys.
He is. He is definitely looking a lot more confident. He's attacking the rim. Like I said, the whole Dragons team is, but in particular, it's great to see Spencer get some post-ups. He usually does not get a lot of those in this game.
Yes, usually last Friday he was just getting out of drop passes. Now he's getting touches at the post.
So Skylar Spencer, the man from California, with Alan loves the way he shoots from the free throw line.
He's a big fan. I can tell. Alan's saying he's a big fan right
Alan
now.
is a massive Skylar Spencer fan. He's got a Skylar Spencer poster in his home, in his apartment.
And he actually, his shooting percentage at the foul line bears no resemblance to his actual shot. His actual shot is about a 40% foul shot, but he's actually shooting the ball reasonably well.
This is great defense by the Dragons. Gardner to Munson. Munson for the 3. Hits the iron. Shifai with the rebound. Gardner thought about it. Shifai, but didn't score 2 nights ago in Bulacan.
I was hoping that Shifai hits one.
Well, Shifai, he's not getting any younger. Just turned 28 last month. Gardner, great pass. Ooh. Spencer didn't expect the pass.
Yeah, Spencer was saying, throw it up, throw it up. I want to dunk it. I want an alley-oop.
But the intent was good. I mean, really good vision to see the open Spencer right there.
Yeah, and with Coach touched on this earlier, with the addition of Kiwi Gardner, a lot of penetration happening for the Dragons as Pilipinas, the Alab Pilipinas scores a basket and 1.
Well, Samson Carter, He's very good friends with Bobby Ray Parks Jr. They played in many, well, development camps back in the United States. So Carter said when he came to Philippines, it was an easy selection. And he converts the three-point play. Munson. Spencer got time. Fake. Yihao. Gotta be careful of the shot clock. Dragons like to move it around a bit. Yihao. Back to Gardner.
Gotta make
5
something
left
happen.
on the shot clock. Gotta go. Gardner pulls up. That's good pressure by Alab.
Yeah, great defense there by Alab, starting with the press and then going back into the 2-3 zone. Really got the Dragons off their mark there, starting their offense late.
Lutel. So the Dragons now lead 14-7, pushing foul. It will be Alab ball.
So we
I
can
really
see that
missed- sorry, Coach.
Alab is playing with a lot more urgency in this game. So they pulled out their zone defense early today than the Friday's game.
J.R. Kawaling was hit in the face, so he will definitely go to the charity stripe. Let's look at that replay once again.
Yeah, Koala making a nice move to the middle there. Munson tries to steal and, ooh, just gets slapped in the face.
Sometimes when you're struggling on offense, a good move from a coaching point of view is to change your defense, because that changes the momentum of the game a little bit, and you'd be surprised the number of teams whose offense improves after they change their D.
Kawaling. He's very handy. That his nickname is II Captain, because that's how he built his reputation as a good shooter. Yeehaw! In and out. Sorry, ball rims out. Coach Chris Thomas happy with the effort and intensity at the moment. And 1 minute and 55 seconds left in this quarter. It'll be Alab ball.
A double foul. A little bit of extracurricular activities there between Yeehaw and one of the Alab players.
So Coach Chris Thomas sending on team captain Ma Chi Kuen. Yeehaw will go to the bench, just cool off a little bit. He's not a violent fella, Wong Yeehaw. Just a bit accidental right there. Kawaling hits the iron. It's a bit cold, J.R. Kawaling at the moment. Gardner. Ma Chi Kuen. Fake. Attacks the basket. Spencer! Great finish right there for Spencer.
Skylar Spencer out of nowhere with that putback jam.
You gotta love how he does it, doesn't it?
Let's see if that raises the Dragons' energy a little bit here.
Good pressure D. Well done, Gardner. Turnover. Alab. Here comes Kiwi. To Munson for the three. Ooh, in and out. That's so close. It's been a bit unlucky from downtown tonight. Robbie Celis drives and splits the D. The Dragons D. Gardner. Dragons only with a 6-point lead. They've just got to keep chipping away at it. Alab. Munson, turnover. Just got to protect the ball. Nutel open. Carter drives. Can't finish. Ma Chi Kuen to Gardner. Cross-court pass to Munson. Munson attacks and scores.
Great move there. Great pass by Gardner to find a great cross-court pass there to find Munson on the wing. Dragons got to convert more of their early offense, though. They're getting a lot of opportunities in the fast break and early offense, not making a lot happen from them.
But I love this defensive effort at the moment by the Dragons. It's more consistent, isn't it, Alan?
Oh, much better. They're getting it done on the defense, and as you know, only 10 points for Alab. That's their best defensive effort this year, I think, from the Dragons. And they're forcing Alab to go one-on-one, and they're taking away some of their easy options. So just excellent effort defensively.
Well, if you're a Dragons fan or fans, the major question is, can the Dragons play 4 quarters of good two-way basketball. At the moment, it's pretty good. Carter hits the iron. Carter, a graduate of the University of Massachusetts with a psychology degree, the man who wants to become an NCAA coach once he finishes playing basketball. A very, very great ambition. He's a nice guy as well. Good communicator. Ivan Yo, Machi Quen. Dragons turnover again, sloppy. Here comes Nuttall. Jens Nuttall, the backup point guard, scores. That just lifts Alab at the moment. As you can see right now on their bench, they are pumped.
Yeah, they are. It's always great for a coach when your team closes out a quarter strong, helps them start well in the next quarter.
We are live on RTM. We are live on ABL live stream, and we are live on StarHub, and we'll be showing this game on ABS CBN Sports in the Philippines. We always love all our fans, and we love our fans when they tweet, when they leave comments on Facebook, on Instagram, social media. It's really, really great to see that everybody is really getting into the Asean Basketball League. The league has been around since the year 2009, and Vala Cunha played in the championship winning team, the first team, the Philippine Patriots. And Vala Cunha has played for 4 ABL teams, including Alab Pilipinas. He played with the MX3 Kings last season, San Miguel Beermen 2013, and the Philippine Patriots. So both teams very patriotic. The Malaysians and even the Americans, the respective Americans, they love basketball, they love their nation, and they want to bring a great brand of basketball right here to Southeast Asia. Nuttall to Celis. Trying to protect the ball. Ooh, that's the call there by the referee. And it's gonna be a blocking foul. Foul committed by one of the Alab players.
Okay, see now both teams are playing all locals, so it will be interesting to watch how both teams play without their imports.
I always struggle, Coach. Bobby Ray Parks Jr., I always see him as American, but he is Filipino.
He is Filipino. His dad is the 6-time best import, but his mom is Filipino.
But just as you say that, Coach Chris Thomas sends on 3 of his imports.
So,
He must have heard you, Coach.
yeah, that all-local lineup lasted 20 seconds.
And a bit more, 20.2 maybe.
Well, you see that urgency that Dragons really needs this game to get their season going.
Very much so. The record is not brilliant at the moment. Kawaling with a turnaround 2. In and out. Here comes Gardner. Gardner to Munson. Munson for the 3. In and out. On the other side of the court as well. Now Hubalde on the court for Alab. The veteran. The man who's played for San Miguel. And other PBA teams. Great block there by Spencer Gardner. Great finish by Kiwi Gardner. I thought that was an and 1.
Yeah, that was a lot of contact there. No call by the referee.
Oh, look at that block by Ivan Yo. That is a local moment there. Spencer with a screen. Gardner to Spencer who drove to the basket, but Gardner, great pick and roll action there, Dre.
Yeah, great pick and roll, getting Spencer that easy layup going to the rim. Defense to offense here for the Dragons 2 times in a row.
Wow, the Dragons have brought up their defensive game, Dre, and it's leading to them scoring.
Yeah, it has great defense from Spencer and Ivan Yo just now with that block. Translates to easy baskets on the other end.
So 22-13 right here. Let's have a look at this, Dre. Bobby Ray Parks just slips.
Yeah, he falls on the ground. It looks like it was a turnover right there for Alab Pilipinas.
Shifai with the ball. Spots up for the 3. Hits the iron. Ooh, Spencer tried to go for the putback dunk.
Yeah, but Shifai has to hit that shot. He had all day to line that one up. It's his kind of shot. He's got to make it.
Sometimes when you're a shooter, you can have too much time. So I think he thought about it and then, will I shoot it? Yeah, I'm still open. Then he shot it. Yeah, he needs to just crank that really early. Yeah, he's a good shooter. He needs to just shoot the ball.
Celis misses the three.
With that,
Both teams a bit cold at the moment. Sorry, Dre, you want to say something?
yeah, with that three, it's neither team now. Kiwi Gardner proves me wrong. Right now, they were shooting 0 for 10. Now it's 1 of 11. Ice cold still.
He must have read your script. He must have read your script. So Kiwi Gardner with the three-point basket from downtown, 25-13 at the moment. Dragons lead by 12 points. You are not in dreamland, Dragons fans, but a lot of basketball left to be played, not just in this quarter, but in this game.
Yeah, a lot of basketball left to be played. Alab Pilipinas is the kind of team that knows how to grind it out. Their 2-3 zone isn't nearly as effective, though, without their big man Hughes to man the middle, so it allowed a lot of easy layups from Munson and a lot of putbacks from Skylar Spencer. The Dragons do have the bigger team and the faster team right now. Can the Alab Pilipinas team make some sort of adjustment on defense to stop the penetration, Ben?
Don't forget, James Hughes gave Alab team 14 points and 18 rebounds 2 nights ago. That's what Alab is missing.
Yes, and but the Dragons been defending really well today. So I hope they maintain it. Their offense goes with how well they play defense.
Now, Alan, you heard something on the respective benches. What did you hear?
Yeah, Alab are really concerned again about their movement offensively, and what they're saying is we keep trying to take the ball to the basket against Spencer, and Spencer's really intimidating in there. Just take your shots and don't worry about necessarily going to the rim.
Well, Spencer is having a great game working the boards. Gardner for the two. Ooh, almost. Here comes Celis. Can he beat Phi? Yes, he does, and he gets the and one, the hoop and the harm.
Yeah, it's a strong move by Celis, challenging Phi. Phi unable to stop him. He got that contact, made the basket. It's going to go to the line for one more.
What's happening to Loshi Phi, Coach? You've coached him over the years. I mean, he was cold on Friday night. He's cold today.
I see that there's not enough lift on his jump shot. He's not using much of his knees. I think he's still a bit injured. He's not 100%, but hopefully down the last few games of this tournament, he'll be better shape.
Gardner swishes the two-pointer for the deuce. That's what the Dragons were missing in the first quarter 2 nights ago. Fortuna to Carter. Alab trying to run a play. 11 seconds left. Parks for the floater and sinks it. That's what he was working on before the game. Work right there. Shifai's got the ball now. Ivan kicks out. This is good D by Alab. Gardner. Yes! Kiwi Gardner. He is having a game that we all want to remember, hopefully, for the right reasons.
Yeah, Kiwi Gardner, hand in his face. It doesn't matter. He nailed that one right in front of Bobby Ray Parks. Made him pay.
Coach, what's your assessment of Kiwi Gardner? Do you think he will fly in the PBA?
Yes, he's a scorer. He can score from anywhere.
Fortuna, can he score? Yes! Jerick Fortuna, the man who studied at University Santo Tomas in the UAAP. Munson, he's double teamed. He's got a pass. Ivan Yo to Gardner to Phi. Can Phi score? He needs to listen to Coach Ariel, his former coach. Munson, this is great defense. Gotta watch the shot clock. Gotta go. Gotta put it up. And they'll fall short. Celis, can he finish? And does.
The Dragons should go back on transition. It's been an up and down game. But
Ivan Yo
that's
with
a
the
good
putback.
counter. That's a good counter for the Dragons. But most of Alab's points is in transition, so they gotta do a better job at the transition defense.
Gotta do a better. Yeah, I've always said during our games, Coach, Dragons slow in transition. Gotta get out faster. Gotta leak out faster. That's one of the things that you worked on with your Dragons teams, shall I say, over the years.
Yes, that's one of our weakness, and we attack the rim a lot, and so the counter attacks. That's what gets us sometimes.
Well, I miss your voice in games, Coach. Box out, box out, box out. And Alab just silences this crowd.
Are you really trying to do a Coach Ariel impression in front of Coach Ariel?
Always, always, all right? I miss the big guy, and he's right here next to me. Parks. Almost turns the ball over. Fortuna keeps it in. Carter. That looked clean.
It did look clean. Looked like Spencer went up straight. We'll see if they got a replay of that. But Carter to go to the line for 2. It's good to see that attacking happened. But those are the kind of things that you'll see whether Alab can keep it up.
Well, Alab's trying to move the ball better instead of going 1-on-1, and that's an extra pass led to that penetration, and they got a foul.
So Carter. He played with the Memphis Grizzlies once upon a time, Samson Carter. And he played for their preseason team. He's played basketball in a few countries, Portugal, Slovakia, Mexico. This is getting quite close right now. A timeout, and Alan Black will run to the Dragons bench to find out what's going on right there.
Yeah, the Dragons right now a little bit suffering from a little bit of bad transition defense. Solis 2 times in a row able to drive hard to the cup. Shifai's got to stop him. Got to stay in front of him, man. Try to put a body on him right now. Transition defense not happening.
Now, but what about Coach in terms of decision making in the last few minutes? Dragons seem to, when they turned the ball over, it just came from hesitation, decision making, and I know that's something especially that you worked on with the locals over the years.
Well, they're getting good shots. It's just that Shifai's been missing them, but I hope he hits one because he was 0 for 7 Friday and 0 for 4 today. I hope Shifai hits that golden one.
Well, let's all hope that though Shifai can score tonight, because 2 nights ago he did not score, and that's going to hurt your confidence.
Yeah, it will hurt your confidence, but Shifai is a veteran. He knows how to play this game. He knows that all he needs to do is keep on shooting. Eventually, the odds will be in his favor, and the ball will go through the net. Shooters like that, man, just need a couple of shots to drop to catch on fire.
Well, what do you think, Dre and Coach Ariel? But in terms of the SEA Games coming up in August, based on current form, will Lo Shifai start in that Malaysian team?
Wow.
I've got Kakao down at point guard.
Wow, that's going to be hard to say right now. I'm not
I
sure.
said present form.
I'm not sure whether Shifai's got his legs under him really right now. Like Coach said, he's not getting a lot of lift. Will he be able to keep it up? It's going to be very interesting to see whether he can. Maybe he's going through some rehab, get some work done. He might be able to do it.
Well, Ivan Yo, if he plays like that, he will start. Carter, Parks. Defense is the call. Celis. And the referee has blown the whistle. 2 shots. Wow. I didn't think that was 2 shots. Alan?
This is the thing that confuses you a little bit when you're a coach and a player, is consistency. You know, the referees have let a lot of hands fouls go, particularly hand checking on dribbling, and it was surprising to see that call. You know, Malaysia are in the bonus, and so that's 2 free shots. They really, in the scheme of things and the way the game's being refereed, should probably not have been given, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you there, Alan. It was very ticky-tacky, and now with the Dragons in the penalty, with 4 minutes remaining in this quarter, every single foul will result in 2 shots.
Well, Robbie Celis had 14 points 2 nights ago. He's on about 8 points right now. He's a good player. This is good pressure. For Alab. Ooh, Ting drove to the basket, and that is an easy call. Ting Chun Hong.
See right here, great pass by Gardner to Ting, and that looked like he got a lot of ball, but he got on top of his head as well.
Well, that was unlucky. The intent was good, but just in terms of the ricochet, he hit Ting. And Ting, one of the young players on this Dragons team, a player for the future.
I like Ting a lot. It reminds me of a young,
Kwan Yung Jing.
yeah, young Kwan Yung Jing, John Nung type of
John
player.
Nung, yeah, I missed the big guy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was good.
Tough.
I
He's
thought
a
he was
tough
our best
kid. He's
local
a
over the
tough kid.
years. So Ting bricks both. Celis. Turnover. Munzen. Fortuna trying to chase him down. Gardner. Tiele trying to stay with Gardner. This is good defense by Alab. Need to cut. Gardner asking to cut. Munzen pulls up for the three. Bit unlucky there, Joshua Munzen with his from downtown tonight. Parks to Fortuna. Fortuna. Gardner. This is hustle by both teams. Bobby Ray, the captain, drives. Who wants the ball?
Dragons got a rebound here. Box out.
A great. That's a travel. That travel call will go against Robbie Celis, the 17th pick in the 2013 PBA draft.
Yeah, he tried to show a little bit of a dream shake there, showing the ball. Moved his feet along with that ball there. It's going to be a travel and a turnover.
But rebounds, both teams sloppy.
Yeah, Dragons not putting a body on anyone. And as you see, a nice pass here to Spencer. And one, no, close.
Well, Skylar Spencer, what's his numbers like right now? But before we answer that question, Alan, what say you?
It's one of the things that Coach Thomas was talking about in the last time out is when they're pressed and when they're trapped, he wants them to attack the basket and not be conservative. So the big guy gets the ball just outside the keyway. A lot of times at Spencer, he wants him to drive the ball at the rim and then make decisions and really burn the trap instead of being very conservative, what they've been doing in the past.
There's a good number of Philippine fans in the house tonight. In the House of Champions, the Gem in Mall. Spencer makes 1 out of 2.
Yeah, Skylar Spencer now has got 9 points, 9.7 rebounds, and 3 block shots. Strong game right now in the first half of Skylar Spencer.
Definitely Alan's favorite player. Good pass there by Fortuna to Carter, who works glass to put it in. Excellent pass by Fortuna. Great defense here by Alab. Quick to Ting.
Great ball movement by the Dragons. High-low passing here when you're attacking a 2-3 defense. Get them to collapse in on the high post. Hit a cutter down low, cutting baseline. That's the way to do it.
But a really, really good defensive effort just in the last few minutes that's putting more pressure on the Dragons players, guys.
Yeah, the Dragons playing some great defense.
I talked about Alab. I mean,
Alab, sorry. So Alab's been playing some great defense, rather. They really play well. It's going to be tough when your big man, your the guy that anchors your defense is not in the game. The adjustment, getting that guy, how the zone reacts to that's quite difficult.
The game is really physical. They're letting calls. They're not calling really tight. They're not calling the games tight. So it's gonna come down to who shoots better down the stretch.
Well, it's all about production, isn't it? Well, the referee didn't call anything there. Everybody looking at the referee, I thought there was a foul right there. Quick. Good defense by Alab. And that's going to be Alab ball. Skylar Spencer tried to keep it in. But I must credit Alab's defense just in the last few minutes, guys, in terms of really taking it up and putting more pressure on the Dragons.
Yeah, they've been a lot more physical, and the referees that have allowed that to happen. A lot of pushing down low. Skylar Spencer just now, from my point of view, looked like he just got forced out, and there was no call. A lot of hands going on down there.
Well, remember when the last game against Singapore, when Singapore pressed, the Dragons really panicked a bit there, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. The press is something that the Dragons have still learning to deal with. As it is right now, you see Bobby Ray Parks posting up on Gardner. Good defense, the Dragons.
But can the Dragons score? Munson! Ooh, I did not agree with that call. I'll be honest. In real time, it didn't look like a foul.
Yeah, and it's about consistency. I know both Coach Ariel and Alan touched on this earlier. They're inconsistent with the call. So what looks like contact and is a foul sometimes is not a foul the next time. It's very difficult for the players. They react in that way. You know, they don't know whether it's a foul or not.
It was great to see Munson go to the rim on that. I think sometimes, even if he is open at the three-point line, he should just not worry about it and take the ball to the rim, because he's big chance of getting a three-point play. He's so athletic.
Well, Coach, I remember in season 2013 when you had Coach Cesar on your coaching staff, he taught the guys just drive. Just drive and attack.
If you drive or attack, something good will happen. You get fouled or you get an easy N1.
Well, the Dragons, everybody here agrees that the Dragons just need to attack and see what happens. Parks, 5 left on the shot clock, gotta put it up. Dragons with the ball. Oh, Greg Munson, what a move! Ting for the reverse and scores! What a move! It started with Joshua Munson.
Please tell me we have a replay of that move.
Mr. Producer, we need a replay. That was awesome, under the legs. That was video game stuff.
Here we go again, Munson between his legs on this fast break. Sleaze was frozen by that move. Ting with a nice finish to end that beautiful fast break play.
What a reverse by Ting, that will lift his confidence.
That is one of the spectacular plays you're going to see anywhere in the world. That was just sensational. What a smart move by Munson. Just shows you what talent this kid has. You know, Coach Oriel said at the start, a really good addition to the Dragons roster.
Now, Coach,
I'm calling him Joshua the Monsoon Monson.
Ooh, the Monsoon. We had Reggie Hurricane Johnson last season. We've got the Monsoon. Okay, he did better than me, Coach, because the last Singapore game I said Justin the Bear Howard.
Oh, so Monsoon is better.
Okay.
I agree. Monsoon is definitely better than Bear.
I don't like you guys. Can you get off the show, please? Go away. Leave the play-by-play commentator alone. You're supposed to support me, not criticize me.
But Joshua, a lot of PBA teams are after him, and they're waiting
Including
for him.
you?
Including me. I'm here to scout too. I'm working on the job.
Well, that's honesty for you. Coach Ariel never stops working. Basketball is 24/7. Carter to Parks. Can Alab get a basket? 1 or 2 baskets before halftime. Kawaling. Gotta watch the shot clock. Spencer. This is great stuff by the Dragons. Kwek's open. Can he make the 3? Ooh. Kwek usually gets those, but never mind. 30 seconds left. Carter drives, and he'll go to the charity stripe. So Samson Carter, I think he's had a pretty good game, and he's improved tremendously ever he joined the Asean Basketball League. These guys, I mean, when I say these guys, him and James Hughes joined Alab at the same time, and they were playing more of a defensive game when they joined Alab. But now he's really coming to it, and he hit the game-winning shot against Singapore in Singapore when Alab Pilipinas defeated Singapore in overtime, 64 points to 62 on just earlier this month, on the 12th of February, 2 days before Valentine's. Nothing romantic about that.
Yeah, I mean, Samson Carter, 6'8", he's able to handle the ball a little bit. He's getting to know the way the game is played in the ASEAN Basketball League, what contact is available to him and what is not. He's had a good game so far. He's 10 points and the 8 rebounds. Samson Carter?
Well, it's been a very, very interesting first half. The Westports Malaysia Dragons, the home team, lead Alab Pilipinas, the visitors, 40 points to 32. A stark contrast from 2 nights ago in Bulacan, when Alab were leading for, well, on an average, 8 to 10 points per game during that game. It was very, but you know, Malaysia, they came back in that game, but Bobby Ray Parks Jr., he hit a dagger three-pointer. Thanks very much, Aslan and Idika. The second half about to start. The Westports Malaysia Dragons lead 40 points to 32. A very, very interesting first half. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim, Andre Reza, Coach Ariel Vanguardia, Alan Black, and Diana Hashim. And guys, it's been a very, very entertaining, unpredictable first half.
Yeah, it has been really, really entertaining. It's great to see the Dragons. They were, in certain periods of play, they were the most aggressive that I've ever seen them, attacking the basket, posting up, getting Spencer the ball down low. Then they'd kind of fall back into the old way of doing things, just taking a lot of long jump shots, not really attacking. Can they find the right mix to make sure they can close out this game and finally get a win?
Well, if you're a Dragons fan, you'll be praying for a victory. Alab will just want to keep the momentum going. Munson pulls up for the three. Yes! Joshua Munson knocks that down. 11-point lead for the home team. The current five, should I say, for Alab: Carter, Celis, Fortuna, who scores, Mendoza and Parks for the Dragons, Gardner, Ivan Yo, Lo Shi-Fai, Skylar Spencer, and Joshua Munson. Pass to Ivan for the two. Ivan Yo couldn't score. Still quite inconsistent in that sense. Parks drives, puts it up. Spencer gets the ball eventually, and that's a good foul by Jarek Fortuna. He was beaten by Munson.
Yeah, he was. Just had to stop that fast break from occurring. Good foul there by Fortuna.
Jarek Fortuna, who used to play for the Phoenix Fuelmasters, Coach Ariel's current team.
Yeah, he was there for a year before I came in. He's a really good player in college.
Gardner for the three. Hits the iron. Ivan Yo. Here comes Parks, team captain, the birthday boy. Not happy with his performance today. Fortuna. Carter tried to work glass, but Spencer to Munson. Better hustle in terms of defense by the Dragons.
Yeah, great defense there by Ivan Yo, just now challenging with his hands straight up, making it very difficult for Carter to get that basket in.
It still amazes me that these teams are shooting as many threes as they are. You know, the Dragons are 2 of 17 in the first half, and Alab were 1 of 9. You know, they need to get the ball to the rim instead of just shooting threes, whether they're open or not.
Well, like we said in the first half, attack the basket.
Yes, but that's 3 straight times that Dragons got great interior defense. They prevented that penetration.
Dragons are much better defensively today. 5 to Gardner. Gardner thought about the three. Spencer with a screen. Munson for... Oh, Munson! And he credits Gardner. Great team basketball there by the home team. And this is not a very pretty sight. Parks looks injured.
Yeah, he took a tumble off that high pick and roll there, and he is slow to get up.
Coach Matt Kuan will go to J.R. Kawaling if Parks can't continue. I'm wondering when he's going to play Valacunia. One of my favorite plays.
Yes, Valacunia didn't play Friday. I don't know if he's gonna play today. He's not. He was warming up, so maybe Parks will be injured. Maybe he gets some playing time.
This looks serious, guys. Look at that. He can't even walk on that ankle. He is definitely hobbling. This is not a great way to celebrate your birthday.
Oh, definitely not. He looks like he's in some serious pain as he walks by our bench here.
Well, the Dragons have to take advantage. No James Hughes, no Bobby Ray Parks Jr.
And they're certainly doing the best of it at the moment. I think they're playing with a lot more aggression. Their defense is very good, and they've got Spencer really controlling the middle defensively. So, they're doing everything they can to win this game.
Kawaling hits the iron. Spencer, he's having a great day working the boards. Gardner turns it over, but Malaysia get the ball back. He's being double teamed. He needs to pass. Gardner now open, fake. Oh, turns the ball over. Gardner does that sometimes. Fortuna. Celis is open. Fortuna for the 2. Yes! Gets the deuce. Gotta protect that ball, Dre.
Yeah, trying to make something happen, Gardner, just now. A little bit of miscommunication between Spencer. That's a beautiful drive and a putback there by Skylar Spencer. Munson just took the ball right to the rim, resulting in a nice Skylar Spencer putback.
Carter posting up with a hook. Gardner, oh, look at that. That skills, that speed, and drives and scores. Kiwi Gardner. Now, Coach Ariel, are you bringing out your scouting book right now?
Well, he can really attack the rim. He's got great handles and great athleticism, and he can finish against contact. So, really, very good addition to the Dragons.
Well, do not bring him back to the Philippines. The Dragons fans want him to stay because he is having an electric game. Skylar Spencer having a great game. Munson and Ivan Yo also chipping away at it in terms of scoring.
Yeah, all of those guys that you mentioned really contributing. Munson in particular, 16 points right now, man. He has been their best performer and is most effective when driving hard towards that hoop, drawing in that defense and trying to make something happen.
And he's actually hit a couple of threes. He was 0 of 6 to half time from the three-point line, but didn't phase him. He's made 2 in the third quarter. So, good for his confidence that he's prepared to continue to shoot it.
So, Coach Ariel, you know Coach Matt Kwan quite well. You know a lot of these guys quite well. You coach them. What do they need to do to stay competitive? Because don't forget, at the moment, it's a 14-point ball game.
I think they'll try to press some more, get easy baskets out of turnovers. They've been trying to attack, but you got to credit the Dragons for their great interior defense in this third quarter.
Well, they've got to take a leaf out of Singapore's book. Singapore just pressed, and it was a completely different second half the other day right here in the Gemin Mall. The House of Champions in Cyberjaya. Kawaling. Fortuna for the 3. Dragons almost turned the ball over. They've got to protect the ball. Gardner crossover, drives, and what a finish by Kiwi Gardner. He's doing everything today.
Yeah, he is, and he got a big hit just now before getting to that basket. No call, still makes that layup though.
Dragons got to keep pushing. Alab need to find a way to get back into this game. Carter, Celis, Carter for the 3. Good shot, Samson Carter, the man from Louisiana. Munson tries to work glass, but Alab get the ball. They've got to get back in transition. Carter open. That will be Alab ball. Ivan Yo protesting to the referee, saying, "What kind of call was that, ref?" And I remember before the start of this second half, Kiwi Gardner went up to the referee and said, "Okay, if I do this kind of block, is that a foul? If I do this kind of block, is that a foul?" He's really trying to understand the referees, which I must say, from experience, does take some time.
I think we're all trying to understand the referees, to be honest, Ben. But the problem was that the play before, he got away with that. And so if you think you did it the play before and armbarred like you did, it wasn't called, and then the next time down the court you do exactly the same thing and it is called. So it's no wonder he's a little bit confused.
Well, educate this on the process, coach. As a former ABL coach, are you allowed to ask the referees after the game, why'd you make that call? Why'd you make that call? For learning purposes.
Yes, of course. They're open to communication, and that's a great improvement from the early years of the ABL, where the referees don't mind you at all. At least they talk to you, and some of the referees, they admit they commit mistakes.
Well, they are only human. It is a very tough job. Celis to Nutel. Gotta watch. They've got plenty of time. Celis. Oh, great team move there. Great team basketball. Alab Pilipinas.
Yeah, great ball movement there. A lot of ball fakes. Find an open corner three. The best shot in basketball. Great play there by Alab.
It's a 10-point ball game. Dragons can't get complacent. They can't turn the ball over. Gotta protect it. This is good defense by Alab. Spencer drives. And what a finish to split the D and score. Skylar Spencer, he's going to do more of that because he's like a locomotive. When he drives, people will be scared to, really try to defend that.
Yeah, Alab does not have anyone who can stay in front of him as Spencer gets his hand on that.
Goaltend?
Yes, it's on his downward flight. Definitely a goaltend.
Well, that looked like, to be fair to the referees, that looked like a fair call.
Now Alab is starting their full court man-to-man press now. Let's see how the Dragons break it.
Well, you've been in these situations before, Coach. Gardner using his speed to great effect at the moment. Spencer. Oh, great defense. Gardner. Munson pulls up. That was a bit of an unlucky call. Coach Chris Thomas not happy with it, but the referee is saying, I'm not having any of it. I'm not having any of this back chat. Just get on with the game. Coach Chris Thomas trying to stay positive.
Well, we can hear Coach Makuan here telling his guys to move the ball, get that extra pass going.
Quick. Puts it up, and he'll go for two. Robbie Celis said to the referee, quick traveled. You do what you gotta do to sell it, don't you, Dre?
Yeah, he drove right into the body of Celis, and Celis was backpedaling. So that's a good call there, a good move by Queck. As you see here, he's driving hard, backpedaling right into it. No hope of ever making that basket, but it's a good move by the Queck.
One of the things that's really noticeable in this league is there's not many people take a charge. There's not a lot of people stepping in front of drivers, so they should encourage people to drive and take the ball to the rim. I think I've seen maybe 2 charges since I've been here.
Wow, Alan, you are full of basketball compliments today.
It's just the way the game's played.
I'm kidding.
All right, remember, I used to give 50 ringgit for every charge that my player receives in the game. Yeah. And
how much?
50 ringgit every time they take a charge.
I would have taken some charges for that.
That's good money. Can I work for you?
Oh, what's going to happen here? Nice little left-handed jam. Skylar Spencer, no one in front of him.
Well, I thought he was going to do the Reggie Johnson and try to break the ring.
You could tell the crowd.
Sorry?
You could tell the crowd was expecting a little bit more there. Maybe a windmill or something.
How is Reggie, Coach Ariel?
Good. He's lost a bit of weight. I've been still in contact with Reggie.
He's a good guy, good player.
Yeah, of course.
Reggie Johnson, last season's ABL import, MVP, Ting. This is good pressure here. Alab doing very, very well. Coach Matt Kuan looks to his brother John Kuan and said, what is going on right here? But this is a test for them, isn't it, Coach Ariel? I mean, not playing with their captain and their second import.
Yes, it's tough. It's tough, and you're playing away. You just played the other day, and you're not with your 2 best players.
Well, basketball is a test. Who can pass the test? We'll soon find out. Quick, open, can he make it? Celis. Good defense. And it's Dragons ball. It was off Samson Carter. The referee said, Coach Makuan saying, what are you doing to the referee? He's got to be careful right here. He's right in front of us. Cameraman, if you can get a vision of Coach Makuan, he is not a happy camper at the moment.
Yeah, look at this play. Munson trying to draw a charge. And Quick was forced the turnover.
Well done to Ting. And the Dragons are pumped. The Dragons are smiling. I haven't seen this kind of emotion from the Dragons in a long, long time.
Yeah, and it's great to see when you see a local like Ting there. He's just a lot smaller than than Carter, matching up, attacking the glass, drawing the foul, and also hitting his free throw.
So if the Dragons win today, Coach Ariel Vanguardia is the good luck charm. Come back to Malaysia more often, says the Dragons fans.
So the Dragons must fly me every time now if we win this today.
Well, how do you justify that on a balance sheet? Got to protect the ball. Celis for the three. Hits the iron. Putting the hands up. Just got to put your hands up. Good basket there by Samson Carter. Very strong, very athletic, good technique.
They're trying to deny Gardner now possession. Keep him from touching the ball and maybe get him tired.
Well, he has cramped up in a few games with the Dragons this season. Gardner, yeah, Kiwi Gardner. I don't think they heard you, Coach.
Well, the best way to stop him, not let him get that basketball. Once he gets it, he's deadly.
JR, good bounce pass. Oh, steal, turnover. Here comes the Dragons. Spencer! Skylar Spencer. The Dragons fans are on their feet, cheering the home team.
Yeah, that was a great defensive to offensive move. There's Kiwi Garner getting the steal on the dig, feeding Skylar Spencer on the nice fast break dunk.
Domingo Kawaling. Oh, lucky shot. Aye, aye. Captain, what a shot by JR.
That's what you call shooter's bounce.
Yeah, lucky bounces, I like to call it. This game not over yet. Still a lot of basketball left to be played. 20 seconds left in this quarter. Another quarter to come. Gotta watch the shot clock. Munson, will he attack? Thought there was a foul. 12.8 seconds left. Ting really coming into it, Dre, guys.
Yeah, that was a great move there. He's got his confidence. He's smiling here. See, Munson finding Ting cutting baseline. Ting goes up, gets it blocked there by Carter. It's going to be Dragons ball with 3 seconds left on the shot clock then. See whether they can get a shot off for them.
Well, I'd like to have a look at it at the moment. I wonder what Samson Carter's numbers are like because he has been a real weapon for them during this game. And don't forget, gentlemen, the third quarter coming to an end. The fourth quarter, we will call the play of the game. Coach Ariel, we have a thing called a nasi lemak bet. Okay, very legal. We all have to nominate the player of the game. And there was one time when Dre and I, it was a split decision between Wesley Shee and Chris Oliver.
Chris Oliver should have got to that one. He had a triple-double.
I know, but no, the ABL, you don't argue with your bosses. The ABL said joint player of the game, so don't argue with him, Dre.
He had a triple-double.
Doesn't matter, all right? Don't argue with the boss. What company do you work for? Would you like your staff to argue with you? Silence is golden. Thank you very much. Alan, your thoughts on this?
Been really interesting out-of-bounds play here. And he's taken, Coach Thomas has taken the imports out, so it'll be fascinating to see who, in fact, he's going to go to.
Machi Quen now on the court. Yeehaw for the long three. Machi Quen puts it up. Hits the iron. Who wants it? 4 seconds. Coach Matt Kuan said there's still time for a play. You can still score.
Machi Quen didn't need to rush that one. They got a new shot clock. They got the ball back with the shot clock reset. So
12-point goal by Fortuna. Gavieres, air ball. So the score will remain the same, 64-52, a 12-point lead for the Dragons, but it is not over yet. If anybody can muster a comeback, it's Alab Pilipinas. Do not underestimate Philippines' talent, basketball talent.
Yeah, Alab Pilipinas. Can they make this comeback though without Bobby Ray Parks Jr.? I mean, Carter is doing a great job filling in for him. 16 points, 12 rebounds, 2 steals. He has been the best performer for the Alab team, but he's the only one right now in. Solis as well in double figures.
You want to say something, Coach?
They gotta hit a couple of more threes. They hit a couple in that third quarter, but really you gotta credit Dragons. They held them to 52 points in 3 quarters. Hope they can sustain it.
Well, Alab, Coach, correct me if I'm wrong, they've got some pretty decent shooters on this team. Hans Tiele, Balacunya, Jaya Kawaling, Jarek Fortuna. I mean, they're not short of shooting pedigree.
Yes, and it can open up their inside game if they hit a couple more.
Well, we hope that Bobby Ray Parks Jr., we'd like to find out what's going on with him. I'm going to send Diana Hashim down to find out what's wrong with Bobby Ray Parks Jr. What is the status or the status of his injury? We don't want to see him out. He is on the Alab bench at the moment. Will he come back on the court? It'll be interesting to see what happens. We've got a great vision of, there's Spencer right there. We've got a great vision of the Alab bench. They are right next to the commentator's booth. But it looks like Bobby Ray Parks Jr. might suck up the pain and come back on in the final quarter to give his team a chance of winning this game. Don't forget, it's very, very tight at the top. Hong Kong at the top with 9 wins and 2 losses. Singapore with 10 wins and 4 losses. And Alab Pilipinas with 8 wins and 4 losses. And don't forget, only the top 4 teams will qualify for the playoffs at the end of the regular season, which is the end of March. So the Dragons need this victory. They are 2 for 10 at the moment. Sorry, 2 and 10, shall I say. And the weakest team in the competition. But it doesn't matter what happens. They just want to win this game and just keep developing. Gavieres. Carter. Good block there by Skylar Spencer, and it will be Alab ball. So Bobby Ray Parks Jr. on for the 2. It's the Iron Gardner with the rebound. He just wants to take his time a little bit. Gardner. He's been a standout. Munson pulls up for the 3. Gotta be careful when to shoot those 3s. Oh, Fortuna. What did I say about Fortuna, Coach? Good shooters.
Yeah, he's deadly. That's been his game all throughout his career. He's won a championship with UST.
He'll go to the charity stripe. Almost. Looks like Alab really not backing down. They want to go home a winner today.
Well, they're making a comeback. It's just a 9-point lead right now with Bobby Parks Jr. back in the game. Their confidence level has gone up.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see whether Bobby Ray Parks, I think he's got an ankle injury or whatever that injury is it going to be able to hold up going into this 4th quarter, especially if he takes another knock? A little bit of contact. See, right now adrenaline is pushing him through. Will he be able to manage to finish this game? Dragons now need to be able to put something together.
Well, this is a good timeout for the Dragons to adjust. Bobby Ray Parks becoming a facilitator more than a scorer right now, so he's looking at dishing out He had a good dish out to Fortuna for that 3 and had another kick out. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, in my personal opinion, Dre, Coach, Alan, the Dragons just got to go for simple baskets, because if they miss the 3, chances are Alab will get the ball back and do something in transition. Go for the simple baskets.
Basketball is a game of runs. You know, you never know when the other team will have a good run. And this game of adjustment also, it's time for Dragons to adjust.
So, Alan, you went to the Dragons bench. What did Coach Chris Thomas say to the Dragons?
Defend, rebound, run. That was his message. He wants them to stay aggressive. I think that's one of the key messages when a team's making a run at you. Is you've got to stay positive and aggressive yourself. You can't back away. You've got to make sure that you stay aggressive with your offense.
Well, Alab are pressing right now. This is a good press. That's a good press there by Alab.
Yeah, it was really good press right after that made free throw. The Dragons have got to get the ball into the middle of the court a little bit faster just now. That was a reckless pass. Munson could not control it.
They were very tentative that time, breaking that press. Should have attacked it better.
Fortuna for the 2. It's the iron, quick with the rebound. Gardner, he wants to score. He wants to stop this run. Crossover, good defense by Fortuna. Quick with the screen. He's got time. And that's Alab ball. Referee didn't call anything.
Yeah, you can tell that Gardner was expecting something. There was a lot of contact there, but no call.
That's a bit unlucky right there, but that's basketball for you. He drove right here, and then looked like some contact there by Anthony Gavieres. Anthony Gavieres went to Coach Ariel's University, De La Salle, the Green Archers. Studied a psychology degree. Parks. Great defense. Dragons just got to hold on to the ball. Handoff to Gardner. Gardner thought about the long 3. Dragons just got to hold on to it. He's being very sloppy. Carter with the 3. Execution is an issue for the Dragons at the moment.
Yeah, right now unable to get into their offense. Taking too long to get the ball going. Let's see whether we can get the Dragons can get something going here with this high pick and roll.
Dragons look a bit unsure in terms of what offensive set they want to run. Munson puts it up. Ooh, and out. It's happened a few times tonight. Robbie Celis. J.R. Kawaling with a long 3. Celis with a easy rebound. Gotta do a better job in terms of rebounds. Parks pulls up. Yes, for the deuce. That lifts Alab at the moment. They are only 5 points down. This game might go down to the wire.
Alab are continually shooting 3s in that last set, and they just don't need them. It's a 5-point game. There's 7 minutes to go. There's heaps and heaps of time, and then Parks takes one bounce dribble and gets inside the 3 and makes the basket. You know, they need baskets, not necessarily 3-point shots.
That's it. That's the question I asked Dre and Coach Ariel earlier. Paulo Hubalde looking to come on the court right now. 5. Can he score? Shifai. Mr. Unlucky tonight. Ivan gets the ball back. Munson to Gardner for the 3. This is tough at the moment if you're a Dragons fan. Celis drives and 1. Robbie Celis will go to the cherry stripe. Potential 3-point play coming up.
So far, it's a 9-0 run plus that end 1. So Dragons really needs this possession real bad.
Yeah, the Dragons just got to weather this run. It's like a boxing match, right? The boxer's going to go at it. Who's going to counter punch next?
There's a really interesting sub with Fortuna coming out. He has been fantastic in this game. Defensively, offensively, I think he's done a great job he's out for the moment. So I'll be interested to see if Gardner can get his act together in this next maybe minute and a half.
Good box out there by Ivan Yo. Ivan Yo, this is good press, gotta get rid of the ball. Gardner, Ivan, and he kills the run, or stops the run, shall I say. Dragons really needed that.
Yeah, they really did. Ivan finishing, he's really stepping up, and it's great to see Ivan finishing that beautiful pass to him. And no defense in sight.
That was more of a communication breakdown between Spencer and Ivan Yo. Hubalde trying to knock the ball out of Gardner's hands, or did. Gardner drives. Gardner drives. They got to do a better job in terms of who's there for the rebound. Celis, Robbie Celis.
Celis is a man possessed. Playing great basketball at the moment. Brought them back. It's just a 1-point lead.
Spencer with the screen. Gardner pulls up. Shots not going down for Malaysia. If they get this, Alab will lead for the very first time since early in the first quarter. Munson, Spencer!
Skylar Spencer with the two-handed flush and the foul.
Well, Skylar Spencer, this is the shot that you need to make.
Well, they needed that one. It was down to 1-point lead for them. It was as high as 13 at one point. They really need that basket.
Well, the other interesting question is, can Bobby Ray Parks Jr., can he last for the rest of the game? 5 minutes and 15 seconds left. Spencer give the Dragons a little bit of breathing space.
Yeah, that was a clutch free throw there by Spencer. He's obviously listening to Allen about maintaining that free throw style.
Good on him, and he's proving me wrong, and he shot the ball pretty well from the foul line this game.
Dragons just need to play defense right here. Nothing fancy. Fortuna. Great rebound, Skylar Spencer, the big guy. Munson. Fans are edgy, fans are shouting. This is what we love to see in the ASEAN Basketball League. 10 left on the shot clock. Spencer with the screen. That's a foul. And Spencer will go to the charity stripe.
Yeah, that was a good play there. And a high middle pick and roll. Spencer almost traveled, but fouled first.
There was some contacts there, so the refs saw the foul. Could have been a travel. Could go on both ways.
Sorry, check that. Spencer will not go to the charity stripe. Inbound, Malaysia to inbound. Spencer, thought about the screen. Ivan Yo. Ting, can he make it? Ooh. 4-point ball game. What can Alab come with here? They've got to stop Celis. Carter. And one! That's why I say you never underestimate Philippines basketball.
But the Dragons need to weather the storm. They're still up.
Not by much though, coach. Not by much. Don't forget this Dragons team, sometimes, as you know, we've all played the game, when you're losing, your confidence is on the ropes. It's happening again.
But really, I think, Ben, the Mamba rims are a lot friendlier than here. And those shots, wide open shots, usually they're automatic down there in Mamba Stadium.
Alab pressing. No foul there. Spencer. And tip-in by Munson.
There is a lot of contact going on both sides right now, and no calls in sight.
Dragons got to keep fighting. Alab got to keep pushing. Got to stop Celis. Carter for the two. Oh, lucky shot. But it goes in. Alab want to continue to press. Dragons need to run offense. Munson for the deep three. Ivan with the rebound. Oh, that's a travel. The travel call will go against Bobby Ray Parks Jr. Coach Mak Kuan saying in a very, well, spiritual way, what was that, Mr. Referee?
But then again, I was just, that 2-3-point shot by Munson, they need to attack, and he was not really open, so he's got to take better shots at this point.
14 left on the shot clock. Dragons just need to score. It's tight. Gardner for the runner. Doesn't. Selis, he's been unstoppable. And he gives Alab the lead. It's tight. Dragons need to score right here. Munson for the two. Yes, swishes the two-pointer. Drills that to give the Dragons back the lead.
This is some great back and forth basketball right now. Solis has been the catalyst for Alab. 18 points right now, and he's got the ball.
Robbie Selis. I think this is an audition for him to coach Ariel Vanguardia.
Well, I'm looking at him. He played with me when I was in Blackwater. He's telling me, Coach, I'm ready.
There he is right now. Oh, Parks. Dragons. They're fighting. Coach Chris Thomas and Mak Kuan. What's going on right here? Robbie Selis. He is the dynamite that is giving Alab some explosive baskets.
Really strange shots by the Dragons. I think they're making a mistake. They're trying to be heroes. You don't need to be heroes, you just need to score. You need to score as simply as possible. They're trying to make miracle shots, and that's absolutely not what's not needed at this point in time. Work the ball around, make a good play, and that's what Alab have been doing, and Malaysia needs to follow that.
Malaysia need to attack the basket, Coach.
Yes, I agree with Aaron here. Skylar hasn't touched the ball in those 3 possessions, and he was the one who scored at end one when they led by 4 late, and now it's Alab. Alab made that run. Selis is really a man possessed. He's making a statement right here before the opening of our next conference. You never know.
That is another blunt statement by Coach Ariel. That's what I love about you, Coach. You call it as it is. So, Robbie Selis, if you get a phone call or WhatsApp tomorrow from a number you don't know, it might be Coach Ariel Vanguardia. 2 minutes and 14 seconds left. There's still time left in this game. The Dragons just got to body up better, especially on guys like Robbie Selis, Parks, guys who are very, very hot at the moment.
Yeah, the Dragons definitely need a stop here. They need to kill this run if they want any chance at this game.
Let's see what happens, guys. Selis saying, wait, I'm going for it. He drives. And that is Alab ball. It looked like it came off. I don't agree with that call. I'll be honest with you. Let's look at it right here.
Yeah, the referee reversed that call. You see, it actually hits Solis when he's outside. But wait.
It is Dragons ball.
It is Dragons ball. Dragons ball.
Well done, Mr. Referee. Coach Mak Kuan, he calls for a timeout. 1 minute and 53 left. Guys, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to get the ball to Kiwi Gardner for some production.
Yeah, but they've got to run something besides a middle pick and roll. Right now, every single time down, it's a middle pick and roll with Kiwi Gardner and Skylar Spencer. They've got to get something else going.
Yeah, they're doubling, triple teaming on that ball screen. And Alab's doing a great job of their ball screen defense so far. They got to mix it up. I think this play right here is the most crucial play of the game. 1 minute, 53 seconds left. It's still anybody's ball game at this point.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see. Munson has been great off the dribble. Right now, they've given him the ball only in set-piece situations with his feet set. They got to get Munson involved going to the basket.
I also think he's a bit winded. He's played practically the entire game, and he's been attacking, he's been shooting, and he's been playing good defense. So I think he's a bit winded, but this is not the time to be tired. I still think Dragons can pull this one.
Well, Dragons fans will be hoping that you are correct, Coach, that you are the great lucky charm that the Dragons have been looking for. Low Shi 5 to Munson. Dragons got to protect the ball. Can't turn it over. Gardner for the 2. Spencer, almost, but he will go to the charity stripe to try to cut down the deficit to 2 points. To 2 points, shall I say. 1 minute and 28 seconds left. There's still a lot of time in this game. It's very, very tight. And Alan?
I thought they executed the play pretty well. They wanted the dribble handoff to Gardner, and then you had Spencer on the board. So very good execution of the play, and Spencer continues to hit his foul shots. Good on him.
Keep talking, Alan. He might just keep shooting all night, you know? I think you are his good luck charm.
Oh, there you go again.
Another 2. That's 2 under pressure. That's a great effort by Spencer.
Alan Black, the advisor to Skylar Spencer. For 2 now. Dragons got to play D. 7 left on the shot clock. Robbie Celis, what can he do? Pulls up for the 2. Dragons have the ball. Gardner.
That's what you call a heat check, man. The pull-up jump shot, not running the offense. Gardner driving hard to the rim. Hits that one. Put the Dragons even.
We are even Steven here at the House of Champions, the Gem and Mall in Cyberjaya. Kiwi Gardner drove, scored, and the score is now tied.
It's going to come down to who wants it more. 55 seconds left. Alab basketball, it's quite an exacting game.
I thought there was poor defense then by Alab. It's pretty obvious that Kiwi Gardner was going to try and penetrate, get to the rim. The weak side help was just nowhere to be seen. And Malaysia haven't been shooting the ball very well, so I would have packed it in, particularly when you see Gardner being attacking like it was. So, poor defense, but they advance the ball and really have a chance to take the lead back.
Well, gentlemen, we've been so excited. Our vote for player of the game, and I'm going to start first. I'm going to go with Kiwi Gardner.
Well, if it's obvious, if Dragons win, it's got to be Kiwi Gardner also. But of course, if Alab gets this one, it's got to be Robbie Salis.
Well, your new recruit potentially, Coach Ariel? Potentially, Dre.
Well, I'm since Kiwi Gardner's already taken, I'm going to go with Munson. Munson had a great game. I have a feeling he's still going to have something going on right here to make this game, to decide this game.
I hate being fourth in the picking stakes, but I'll go for my boy Skylar. I still think he's had a hell of a game.
Great defense there by Joshua Munson. Holding foul, it will be Alab ball. I thought that looked a little bit clean there, Dre.
Well, it was close. There was some contact, and Bobby Ray Parks Jr. did snap his head back there, so referee saw that and made the call.
Bobby Ray Park playing through the pain. He's got an ankle injury. It's his birthday. He's the team captain. Gardner playing defense. Got a body up on Robbie Celis. Dragons with the ball. They've just got to hold it. Take their time a little bit. Gardner. Munson. Oh. Celis. Hands up, Dragons. Hands up.
Great defense.
Gardner, can he win this game? One-on-one. Drives. And he'll go to the cherry stripe. 8.6 seconds left.
These are going to be some big free throws.
Don't forget Deja Vu against Singapore. He had the chance to give Malaysia the victory. He missed 2 free throw shots. This is what it's all about. This is why we love basketball. This is why we love the ASEAN Basketball League.
Yeah, you can see Coach Thomas now giving his boys a little bit of an impromptu session, even though technically he can't be talking to them on the sideline like that.
I think Alab got carried away with that possession. Celis, they had the last shot to win the game, I think, but he decided to drive that last possession, and the Dragons got it.
Yeah,
Kiwi Gardner.
They were trying to ride Celis a little bit. He was on fire, but he had missed the past 3 as Kiwi Gardner hits that first one.
Kiwi Gardner studied at Providence College, the same university as Doris Burke. Doris Burke with a Master's of Education. Kiwi Gardner, can he be the Master of Execution? And he does. Dragons gonna play D. Dragons gonna play.
No.
And the Westports Malaysia Dragons win this game. They break their 5-game losing streak, defeating Alab Pilipinas 79 points to 77. Victory is sweet when you've tasted defeat for most of the season.
That is a huge win for the Dragons. It's going to be a big push for their confidence going into the later part of this season. I think I've got to be with you, man. I think it's going to be Coach Ariel, the good luck charm.
Coach Ariel, we are flying you down every game right here in the Gem-In Mall, the House of Champions in Cyberjaya, because you are a champion, sir, still.
Well, credit goes to Coach. He did a pretty good job. They were able to weather that storm, and props to the Westports Malaysia Dragons. They still got a shot at this. A couple more games. I think this will really start something going for the Dragons.
Well, thank you very much, Coach, for being with us. It's been a very exciting game. Now we're about to cross over to Diana Hashim, but not quite yet. So let's now just wait, because let's look at the highlights right here. So exciting. I mean, it could have gone either way. You have to give Alab credit for the comeback that they made. Robbie Celis, he's sending a message, a basketball message, or he sent a basketball message to Coach Ariel. Coach, hire me. But before the hiring starts, let's now cross over to Diana Hashim, who's with Coach